Right, so Maribye has found himself a puff adder that he's busy playing with, which is dangerous. I've seen leopards die from puff adder bites, so it's not good that he's playing with it. You can see he's pawing at it, and he's very nervy about it. You'll see every now and then he just jumps up. This is one of the fastest striking snakes in the world, so he shouldn't really be doing this, but this is part and parcel of being a young leopard. You've got to figure this stuff out. And you can see the snake every time in the bush. Boy, be careful. This thing can hurt you. I think he got hit on the paw. Maribye, be careful. I don't like it when they play with snakes like this. Like I say, puff adders are dangerous things. They can hurt a cat, and he's been hitting it. But he has to learn, unfortunately. There's no other way to go about it. But you can see he's licking his paw now, and that's the paw he was hitting the snake with. It doesn't look like he's going to stop now. The snake is just trying to get away. It's not trying to attack him. It was just doing its own thing. Leave it, boy. It's not worth it. Isn't this ridiculous? It's an amazing sighting. I mean, it's obviously not good because we don't want him to get bitten, but at the same time, it's a fascinating display of wildlife interactions. Boy, your paw is sore, isn't it? I think everybody is thinking the same thing, is that he needs to stop his nonsense now, but you can see that paw is already worrying him. I wonder if he'll eventually kill it. The problem with a snake like this is that it makes a lot of noise when it's cornered. It puffs, so it's just enticing him to do it more. I'm going to eat some grass. Leave the snake, boy. Well, you got hit on the paw, didn't you? I don't like it when they get hit like this because, like I said, I've seen leopards die from puff adder bites before. I've seen 2 different leopards that have been hit in the chest, and they get a massive necrosis of their skin and these big swollen areas, and then they can die from it. So Kwatile, and then a leopard, one of Ravenscourt's cubs, also had it. But he definitely has been hit. You can see his paw is sore now. And funny enough, with puff adder bites, it's one of the most painful snake bites we get out here. So he's going to be sore for a while. Hopefully it was just a glancing blow and it's not enough to kind of cause too many issues, but his paw is going to be sore for a while. I know somebody that's been bitten by a puff adder, or envenomated by one, and they said it was one of the most excruciating things they've ever had. Maribye, leave the snake. Enough now. This is the worst part about watching wildlife. Like I say, it's, you know, you never really want to see any animals being hurt or anything like that, but at the same time they have to learn. There's got to be a way that they've got to understand that snakes are dangerous, and particularly this type of snake. And I think, like I say, he's been envenomated on his paw. Not good. I'll be very sad if he has a very sore paw, because it's going to mean that he's going to have to be very careful. But he's been playing with fire the last few days. I was saying it yesterday that as much as it's cute and it's amazing and it's fun to watch these guys and their antics that they have, it's at the same time dangerous when you mess around with things like buffalo and hyenas and other leopards. Eventually these kind of things can happen. Just let the snake go.
Where you would?
problem is if he gets both of his front paws hit, he's going to have a big problem, because walking is going to be tricky. At least one paw is, not as much of a problem. Let's see if he actually kills it. He might kill it. If he gets it by the head and crunches it down, then he'll be alright. But I think he's got it now. Also, how many times has he done this that we don't even know about? That's the other side of all of this. And sometimes these guys are hunting these kind of things, and we have no sort of concept of what they're actually doing or how often they do this. I think he's hurt this snake now. I can hear it's crunching. Dave, I'm going to move us slightly so we can get a slightly better view of this. Let's try to see if we can get him actually feeding. Better, David. Yeah, he's killed this snake now. But at what cost, Maribye? So he obviously knows how to kill by going for the head area. I don't even know if that is the head that he's got in there. Yeah, that is the head. You can see the head dangling underneath. So he's obviously taken snakes on before, because you can see how he's gone for the head. So where he crunched it, and there you see he's cut the head off basically. There we go. This is absolutely unbelievable. There's not often that you see this. Like I say, in all the years, this is the first time I've actually seen one kill a puff adder and eat it, which is pretty ridiculous.